I'm sure there are ways to do this more effectively, but again, there is only one written guide online. It's on GameFAQs in Italian.
How appropriate. Hey, there he is.
Hey, I wonder who that twink in the back with the pink is. Okay.
Can you stop worrying about the blood? It's not that big a deal.
Alex, do you have PTSD from blood inclusions because of Naruto Storm?
They only did it once in 3. Then they went back to the censored blood from 4.
So, I just want to also say really fast, since we got a little bit downtime right now going to this, although I will say one thing. The whole thing with Bucciarati being a walking corpse right now is really weird because it's not ever explained fully because Giorno rejuvenated his body in time before he was fully dead, but his pulse was gone. You're like grumbling. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, you were like making like almost like upset grounds. I just want to make sure you're good. Okay, but that's never explained. It is cool, but it's just kind of weird they didn't get that same thing with Arancha when he was deep sixed. Kind of odd.
He was a bit more far gone. He was technically stabbed in like 4 places because he was on the iron bars.
That is true, yeah. Also, once again, King Crimson not really adhered to his own rules sometimes, where sometimes he is able to interact with the outside world during a time skip, sometimes he can't. Very weird stuff. All right. I found that a little weird. However, honestly, I kind of like how Par 5 goes with a more mystical kind of thing. Kind of vibe where it's just not everything is explained as stand abilities. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's something they haven't really done all that much since part 2.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of IPs to know back in the day, especially in the 2000s, where the further it goes, like they abandon the mysticism aspect and just go full on like it's nanomachines and stuff like that.
Yeah, Dragon Ball. Where everything becomes a hard science after you get past King Piccolo.
Okay, that's a criticism I have not heard of before, actually.
There's nothing mystical. No one's a demon anymore. You don't see monsters out in the woods. You don't have the animal people anymore. Everyone is just human or alien, and everything is just a hard science. There's
walking dinosaurs going around still?
Not really past the Saiyan Saga.
I guess. I don't know. I'll have to meditate on that one later. I look at a game and something's different, I get so befuddled. Okay. Anyway, oh yeah, so Taylor and I did actually wrap up part 5, and going through the end of part 5, the end has some standalone issues that it's kind of weird. So there's a lot of Deus Ex Machina going on, but honestly, on the whole, it does not really detract my love for the fucking show, honestly.
Now, when you say the end, do you mean the climax or do you mean sleeping slaves?
I mean the overall, when they get to Rome, there's a lot of, there's some Deus Ex Machina shit going on.
Yeah.
King Crimson not being able to hold onto the stand because it has a mind of its own. The whole thing with Narancia. There's a lot more I'm not thinking about off the top of my head, but definitely those come to mind immediately. But I will say it doesn't detract from my feelings of, I think it's one of the best parts. Not gonna lie. I know we had this talk back before, but Par 4 and Par 5 for me are just kind of like peak JoJo in general. I look forward to showing Taylor Part 4, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, no, that's going to be a ride. That's going to be a lot more funny.
I do still have to finish part 2 with them, though, but we'll get there when we get there. So, Polnareff managed to survive an ass beating from Diavolo. Also very funny, there was he's got both hands here, but if you watch the scene in the anime, he actually did lose a hand on top of both of his legs. He got Anakin Skywalkered. Anyway.
Well, no, he lost a couple fingers in his fight with Vanilla Ice, so that's something consistent from Stardust Crusaders.
Huh, interesting. No, he had a full-on arm blown off with the flashback fighting Diavolo, and then he had both hands later on. It's kind of weird.
So that's just a fuck up on their part.
A little bit. Again, I'm not going to fault Araki too much because there's a lot to keep track of. A lot of moving pieces with this part especially, but it's not that big a deal, really.
I love when art is inconsistent from source to source. Like how there's a bunch of different art of Cloud that makes it look like one of his hands is fake. Where it looks like he has a severed, I think it's left hand.
Oh, you're talking with the metal gauntlet? Yeah. Hey, it's time for the scene. I am above, you are below. I've seen so many memes of that, especially one with one of the girls from Madoka Magica. It was really weird.
Something, the high ground.
Yes. When your schizophrenia is so real, you're actually two different people, one body.
You know, until we got that horrid zoom, I was gonna say he might have actually been the best looking model in this game.
Oh, we talking about Diavolo?
Diavolo.
He's definitely the highest detailed. I'll say that for a fact.
Someone really fucked up his tattoos.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know he had tattoos until I was watching the anime and he was on the surgery table. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, here it is. I've seen this meme so many times online.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, but it definitely is remnants of a really fucked up translation from back in the day.
Yeah, definitely.
I do really appreciate the Power 5 anime for, I guess, centrifying or centralizing a lot of like terms and whatnot about Power 5. Okay. So this is funny. Survive against Diavolo with wheelchair Polnareff. Yeah, I would expect that to go as well as you think it does. However, I will say, look at this health bar. It is segmented. So this is another kind of survival situation.
Huh.
This also took me a bit, but not as bad.
Are you at least fast on wheels?
Your dodge roll is pretty good. If you can abuse the stand shoot enough times, you can get the drop on him.
I am entirely okay with this because seeing him actually try to lift himself back up on the wheelchair at the tilted angle is hysterical.
Oh, yeah. Now, it's funny, there is, unfortunately, King Crimson's fucking rush move is like so plus on block. You gotta really respect it. I'm still down. Help, I've fallen. I can't get up. Literally, I can't do anything right now. Like, I'm just stuck here because I'm also got stand crushed.
I was gonna say, that was a real long time. Did the controller disconnect or something?
No.
Did a full 360.
And here's King Crimson's ability.
That's not how that works.
So
that is not how that works. You're supposed to be completely still.
Yeah. Well, I guess he
like if he was seeing Epitaph, sure, but no, you're supposed to be completely stuck.
One good trick I will give for you guys if you're having trouble in this is that more often than not, if you're at a distance from Diavolo, he will go for like the rush punch with Diavolo or with King Crimson. This is a little bit of a wacky fight, not gonna lie.
So when you said survive, I thought that meant there was a timer.
May as well be. Oh, the shockwave move, forgot that. When you're on the ground like this, also just stay down. Because in certain states like this, you have full iframes. Here it comes again. Can I actually tag him? Nope. I guess to absolutely be fair, this is probably like the best where you're going to adapt King Crimson's ability into like a 3D space at any given time.
I love that the wheelchair does like a 720 there and you still haven't fallen out of it.
You know, it's wild because like the little we've seen, like Polnareff can kind of go still with the wheelchair. Now, unfortunately, here's where the game's goofy ass graphic gameplay comes into effect again. Because again, there's no lock-on button. So I just kind of, and I am basically playing Resident Evil right now.
Yeah, I guess this would be tanked.
This is like full-on tank controls. Well, not really tank controls, but it's very stilted. Can I say that with him on the screen right now in the wheelchair? Maybe. That King Crimson speed punch startup is so ridiculous. What's startup? It's just kind of instant. However, that being said, it makes it very obvious. Unfortunately, it's hard as hell to roll through. Like, you gotta do it very early.
I'm surprised he's using a regular wheelchair and not like a scooter or something.
Oh no, he was in the wheelchair.
No, I know. I just mean in general.
True.
Like, they couldn't have given him something nicer for his efforts. He technically works for the Speedwagon Foundation.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was 2001. We still hadn't really figured out how healthcare even works. We were still diagnosing PTSD as shell shock, and we didn't really know concussions were really a dangerous thing.
They're in Europe. They know how health insurance works.
Yeah, well, we didn't. No one had Benwat themselves yet. If you know guys know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But also, it warrants saying, because it is very important to say. Okay, here's a weird thing, though. You can kind of you can kind of strafe with Silver Chariot active. Like, a little bit. But unfortunately, the fucking zoom punch with silver chair with King Crimson is so stupid. Look at this shit. It hits you off the ground.
How do you dodge in the wheelchair?
It's just a regular dodge like any other character. It's just circle.
Oh, it's a slide.
But like it's like Samus's dodge roll in Smash. It's so fucking long. Again, this isn't that bad of a fight. You just gotta get lucky, really.
Do you actually have to beat him?
You see the segment health bar?
Yeah, but it moves though.
Yeah, no, I just gotta take out that one section. Also, I think this might be a cover of Polnareff's battle theme from Heritage of the Future. Has a neat little homage.
Huh.
All right, this is nail one. Wake up. Luckily, the sand shoot lasts so fucking long that you can kind of just keep it active and he'll be hit by it.
Huh.
So just Street Fire for Oki, that bitch. Oh, cool.
Huh.
Got more stuff. Okay, I'm confident saying we have gone through the worst of the game.
Nice.
Unironically. Now from here on, smooth sailing as he knocks on wood, but doesn't actually because he doesn't want the shockwave to be picked up into the microphone.
Hopefully we're playing as real characters from here on.
We generally are, yeah. And some funny bullshit. Now it's funny. You mentioned last time that you don't think Diavolo is a good villain whatsoever.
No.
And I generally agree, but I think it's more so Diavolo as a character that's what's engaging rather than him as a villain. Because his general goal is just, general world, like spreading the influence of Passione through the world. But like, he's so meticulous and thoughtful as a villain that like I think he's a great character as well as a great backstory, personally. Excuse me.
No, I like the memes from when the anime was coming out, where it said villain backstory, and it's the meme picture of Epitaph, and it's condom broke. Villain backstory, condom broke.
Yeah, oh god, watching fucking listening to the album for Gold Experience, the first song is literally called Pussy Control. And one of the top comments is, this is what started Diavolo's downfall. He didn't have pussy control. A little fucked up, but don't disagree. What did you do to introduce screen tearing, by the way? We turned off VSync because it was interfering with the frame rate somehow. Don't know why.
Because the VSync was boosting the game's frame rate to 900.
God, maybe just me, but I love Silver Chariot Requiem's design. It's so cool with the hat.
Damn, girl, what that ass do?
Taylor made the same fucking comment.
But no, it looks great.
It does. It genuinely, for one of like the mysterious, like kind of looking silhouette characters, this is really nice to look at.
Is the hat like that, or is the hat broken?
The hat's just kind of like that. Also, that makes an appearance in Heritage of the Future for the Part 3 game, and I appreciate that. How's that sound fitting, Alex? I don't understand.
But fundamentally, Diavolo and Kira want the same thing, but Kira is infinitely cooler than Diavolo.
Oh, yeah. I will say, it's funny how Kira is very thoughtful, and that's his strength. Diavolo is overly cautious, and that's ultimately his undoing.
That's a weakness.
It is a weakness. It's very funny.
It's literally, methinks thou dost protest too much. Because he sent like 15 guys after them. Like, okay, there's a reason for this. He wouldn't be doing this for no reason. This is too fucked up.
What, self-sabotage?
Yeah.
Maybe. Excuse me. Okay. And here's the funny bit, because there's a little bit of so the whole Requiem thing, I mean, there's been videos about this ad nauseum, but it's still worth explaining overall. The whole thing about, I had to explain this to Hilo last night also about how Requiems work. So, Yoshikage Kira kinda got a Requiem, but not really.
Nope.
It's one of those things where Araki definitely wrote it before he had a concrete idea where to take it. So, the way that Requiems work is that they get a user gets pierced by a stand arrow, and it awakens an ability specifically to deal with the situation that they are currently enraptured in. I.e., in this case, Gold Experience Requiem is a hard counter to King Crimson because, the cause and effect duality between the two of them. Kira got it because he needed to rewind and keep his identity a secret. Now it's funny there because his stand didn't get pierced by it. He did. That
Okay,
was a bit
good.
funny.
You're making that distinction. I was gonna say that's the defining factor. Is your stand gets pierced by the arrow and makes prolonged contact.
Yep.
Is the important thing because people tend to forget this. Gold Experience was pierced momentarily by Black Sabbath's arrow.
That is true.
But it was only for a second. It wasn't long enough for it to actually start evolving.
And slight little plot hole that David Productions actually introduced, funny enough. So they had a flashback where Polnareff's stand did pick up the arrow for a second, and it turned instantly into Requiem. And I was like, wait, that shouldn't happen. What the fuck?
It shouldn't be. It would happen. It wouldn't be that quick.
Yeah, it would probably happen, but
it would take a
wouldn't,
few seconds.
Like, it only really works depending, like, if the arrow deems you worthy of it, more or less. And it wouldn't turn into that immediately because you don't have an immediate need to put people to sleep. Did the body swap happen tonight? Yes. But also as a result of Requiem.
Everyone fell asleep all at once.
Yep.
They were all, including Diavolo. He was sleeping in the stands.
The reason for its specific ability is to slow down people from getting the arrow. That's literally the modus operandi for Silver Chariot Requiem's specific ability. It puts people to sleep, makes them swap bodies, supercharges everyone's stands so they don't know how to use them. And if you try to attack Silver Chariot Requiem, your stand will immediately attack you as a result. And yes, Polnareff did up pieces all together. Fucking so good.
And he's a turtle now.
He is. He got swapped into the turtle. It's especially funny because it's there. Wait, no, he wouldn't have. God, I'm still confused sometimes by the stand system. Because the stand is a physical manifestation of your spirit, more or less. But his stand got turned into a Requiem. But theoretically, he should maybe still have a stand after the fact. It's a little convoluted sometimes. Just sometimes. It's kind of the thing like where if a chakra weapon gets separated, because we saw this last night. If a chakra weapon gets separated from the source, then it should disappear.
Wait, are you gonna play as a swap character for a stage?
Yes. Oh no, it's Diavolo running right towards us.
Except we don't know who he is yet.
Wait a second, hang on. Be late, I order. He's got regular eyes. And Zipper Man just popped out of him. I'm sorry, I do like Zipper Man better than more Sticky Fingers. And it's funny too because Taylor is still referring to the stand as golden win and not gold experience. And I don't blame them at all.
Yeah.
This reveal was so fucking sick, by the way. Oh my god. An actually fucking great plot twist. Also the layers of irony of Bucciarati switching bodies with Diavolo.
Boss versus boss.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If Bucciarati somehow managed to stay alive inside Diavolo's body, does that make him Trish's dad? Or does that make him the dad that stepped up?
I would say it makes him the dad that stepped up, definitely. Okay, so here's the funny. Yes, we are currently playing as quote Diavolo. Also, I do like how Bucciarati in his body actually unfucks his pupils rather than what Diavolo has going on.
Yeah.
By the way, also hearing Kellen Goff at doing a regular voice is funny. So, God defeat the Requiem before it leaves the Coliseum. The Colosseo. Okay.
Colosseo.
Here, let's go with that. Sorry, I don't speak Italian. All right, so this is not that hard. We do have access to our regular stand, but we're also being attacked by it separately. Your guess is as good as mine. So, luckily, this is one of the much easier fights in the game. I know this is all relative at this point in time, and granted, the way I've been describing things has been kind of all over the place because, Bob, you said this is so hard, but you did it in like 2 tries. Getting very lucky with some of this shit, not gonna lie. Okay, I think I got this timing down.
Is it that he gets a certain distance away and you automatically lose?
Yeah,
or
that is literally it.
Or is it just an infinitely repeating hallway?
Nope. You have, I think, 100 meters before he leaves, or maybe he's out from the exit. Yeah, so there is a timer here. Fucking shit. That's like a move I do not want to get hit by. No, you can't.
If you run around in front of him, can you push him back?
Maybe. It'd be hard as shit, though.
Yeah, if you do an attack that... Yeah, like that.
Fuck. Oh yeah, he's able to attack me while I'm doing it, I guess. Okay, so that might not be a best idea roll, but better than nothing. However, you can do this move.
Doesn't that only... That seems like that would speed up the process, knocking him further in that direction.
Fuck. Oh, I can knock him back.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you can keep knocking him back in the other direction.
Yeah. Unfortunately, again, I don't have camera control, and I don't have a lock on either. Sorry, excuse me. Let's see. This way. Scoop. Nope. Yeah, again, luckily you have plenty of time to do this. Generally. Just take your pot shots where you can. I think I may have gotten all the secret factors there, but I'm not sure about that fact.
It said you got 4 of them.
Did I get 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I got Max down there. Right. That might be an A rank. B rank. I'll take it.
Because of your health.
Honestly, yeah. The fucking stage requirements for some of these are insane sometimes, so I'll take this. Story drama 4. Nice. Oh, babyface. Nice. We're probably going to watch some stage dramas after this, by the way. Or short dramas, that's what I meant to say.